to
Yeah,
see it again.
absolutely. Elizabeth is here. Elizabeth, we saw the nice post on your website of the World Mediation Circle. Thank you very much.
I thank you for your idea, for the creation of mediation circles.
Good, really good. That's really nice. I mean, spreading the message is what we are doing. We're sending it out to people. And before your audio got connected, what I just discussed is that we are recording it. We don't have to put up the recording. If we feel that something is said by someone which can go against them in the court of law, we won't put it up. But otherwise, we'll put it on YouTube, right?
Okay.
So what we were also, which I started the conversation on, that what we need to do is we have to create circles in relation to specific areas of practice that people are doing. So school, like we have the global school mediation circle, we have to create a Greece school mediation circle, the college mediation circle, commercial mediation, family mediation, organizational mediation. Then we can go into the other areas like climate change and environmental and things like that. And then maybe we can also pick up an issue which is relevant today in Greece, and we can create a circle around for discussing that. If that's an option, we can do that later also, or whatever. So that's the thought that I'm putting out. So now let's get Eleni's thought. Eleni wasn't here and Effie weren't here. I'm saying Effie, I hope you're okay with that. I can say F. Okay. So Effie and Eleni have watched the recordings. So Eleni, anything that you today you are Eleni. If Eleni P comes, then you'll become Eleni D. But today you're Eleni because no other Eleni is here right now.
Okay. I'm Eleni without anything else. Okay. I'm just Eleni. All right.
So yeah. So your thoughts on what you have watched, the recordings you've watched, the discussions, any thoughts on anything that you want to put across to us?
I think it's a great what we are doing, this mediation circle around the world. It's a great opportunity for all the mediators to meet one another and spread the meaning of mediation. I've been practicing mediation since 2017, and I'm in love with mediation. I think that the spread of mediation can change people, can change the behavior between people, and the opportunity to be on this circle will give us the information needed that we can go to our circle in Greece and be wider in the meaning of this. Next week, I'll have the opportunity to present in the school of my children about mediation. So this meeting today, I think will help me and help them beyond me to talk about mediation, what mediation can do to school children, and how they can manage their disputes to resolve, so as to resolve the small parts of their problems that it seems they are big, but they are not. They don't know the way to solve them. I'll give you an example. I think that teachers should first be taught by mediators how to mediate in school, and then the children, because it's very difficult here in Greece to be polite. We're not polite each other. It's an opportunity, the mediation, to be spread so as we be more polite and more civilized and resolve our disputes with easier way. I don't know if you would like for me to talk something else. that's for now. I'd like to hear the other colleagues what
But
is their
yeah.
opinion. It's my first time, and I don't know what else we could
No,
discuss.
actually, Eleni,
Okay,
the thing
thank you
is,
very
yeah,
much.
yeah, thank you. The thing is with the whole concept, the way I have put it across, and of course, Elizabeth will come in, she's working with schools, but my concept has been that we are not going there to teach them anything. What we are doing is bringing out something that they already have. And they have those children who have that mindset, but people maybe don't know about it. So we are spreading that one question out in the school saying that, do you know any person who helps people solve, like you said, problems? Whatever word is something that they connect with, nothing complicated, the most simple word. And like I said, fight, problem, misunderstanding, whatever word. I mean, the word is not the issue. Main thing is to put it down in simple language so that we get those people out. And we are telling them that, look, I mean, first of all, those children are going to tell us about their experience and telling their, I mean, their school about their experiences, what they did, the people who benefited from them, they will talk about their experiences. So what we are now not going with even talking about mediation. We are talking about someone who's actually doing the process. And everyone, first of all, listens to that experience. Then you can tell them what this person did was mediation, and this person is a mediator. So the word doesn't come first. The first they connect with the process and the person, and then follows the mediation word. Or I'm saying not even mediation. The point is any word that people connect with. I've been giving that example, like in India, they use the word Sule. Sule is used in India, is used in the Middle East also. They connected with that word. How does it matter? We have to connect them with the process. That's all that we have to do. So that's the way approach that I have. That because the moment you say we come to teach you something, that by itself becomes an issue for schools. What are you going to teach? How are you going to go about it? First, we has to be cleared by some Ministry of Education or whatever. So we don't want to teach them anything. There is no curriculum.
Yeah.
It is just creating a space. Yes, Elizabeth, your experience, because definitely you've done that. Yeah.
I don't have any experience in school mediation, but I would like to say, I would like to clarify concerning what Elena, I know you asked Elena.
Yes, this is my name. Yes, thank you. Hello.
Elena just mentioned
Hello,
that
Lisa.
the only way the school mediation is being trained, the training in school mediation concerns teachers, not
Yes,
pupils. Okay, and
not people. Yes, of course.
two members of our company, Evgenia Sarigou and Maria Luisa Andriakopoulos, are training teachers for 10 years now. Okay, and this is the only way for the school mediation to be trained towards teachers, not pupils. And then teachers are training pupils to be
Pupils.
mediators.
Mediators. Okay.
And you will always hear me that this approach is something that I do not like at all. Because how do you teach people to actually be mediators? Because I'm just saying, just not possible. First of all, it is human interaction, and it is so, I mean, it's so complex in relation to how individuals of all kinds, how they interact, how they create that conversation, what really happens, what are the dynamics. It's so complex to, it's an experiencing thing. So I feel that these children exist and people have to just experience the whole process. They will learn from it. And that is what we want them to do. And teaching by itself, I mean, I give this example that next what you're going to say is, we'll teach you to be a mother. We will certify you to be a mother. Only then you can be a mother. It just comes naturally to you. Your baby comes in your hand and you be a mother like that and you know what to do. So the teaching part of it has gone to such an extreme in various aspects. At least let's leave certain aspects out of teaching. Let it be something that evolves and people experience and learn from their experiences, because every aspect, I don't think really should be even taught, because then you're putting such a limiting aspect of it that I know how to deal with people. I know exactly what you have to do. So that's programming. And that programming is artificial intelligence is much better at. So I created an artificial intelligence mediation circle that's available. Programmed people, I mean, that's intelligence. I mean, maybe more intelligent than, like I say, artificial intelligence is greater than human stupidity. So that's available. So please go there if you want programmed people. But if you want the whole humanistic approach, the heart, soul, spirituality, let it flow with the right people who exist. I mean, that's my thought. Of course, we'll be discussing it. Elizabeth will also discuss
or
this.
maybe Vikram, we should be taught by the children, and not even teach. They can remind us our childhood when we were kind. We knew how to contact.
We were kind.
Knew how to argue. We know when we are children how to argue and then be friends again. And children can remind us this.
We expected to be kind now also. We were kind. Now we're not kind. We were kind. But okay. Well, Calliope wanted to come in.
There is a lot of talk about these words.
Yeah, I wanted actually Effie to come in because she also hasn't come in earlier. So Effie, based on whatever you've seen, watch the recording, any thoughts that you want to put across?
Well, first of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me in this session, especially Vicky, who introduced me to this mediation channel. I am really glad being here. So, more or less, I've been mediating as my other colleagues since 2017. I really appreciate the constitution of mediation. It's definitely a nicer way and to solve a dispute. In my experience so far, people are capable of solving their disputes in a kind way, in a win-win situation. Although in Greece it's a bit new, this way of resolving problems. I am quite optimistic about this because I see more and more lawyers, more and more people believing in this alternative way of resolving a dispute other than the courts, the classical way of resolving a dispute. Thank you very much again, Vikram. I'm really looking forward to hearing from you all. Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. But someone had raised their hand. Calliope, you had raised your hand. You had?
Yes, I did. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
It's very nice to see you again after so long. My raising hand had to do with your comment on not teaching the teachers to in mediation. I believe that I have spoken with Eugenia and Ms. Andreakopoulou about this school mediation program. I believe that you have to teach them the process, which process we are taught as mediators. So as you teach the teachers the process, then they show the process to the children, and then the children realize that they can resolve their disputes through this process. So this program makes the children see the process and feel capable of resolving their disputes through through mediation. It's actually I believe it's important to teach them the process, because it is true, we all know that we mediators are taught the process. However, if we are not peacemaking, if we don't have this peacemaking mindset, we can do nothing. So in my opinion, it takes much more than teaching the process. However, we should teach them the process, and then the peacemaking boys and girls will find their way and through this process and stand on their feet and say, yes, I can do it. I can resolve the dispute without needing the teachers to show them or to punish them, to show them the way. That's my comment.
Well, Calliope, the issue with this is, first of all, like you said, it starts with the mindset. So what we are doing is we're bringing people with the mindset together. The other thing is that I always feel that the way the system, the dispute resolution system, which is the courts and all that were created, there is an authority figure which has been put there. So you go to an authority figure. Just getting a teacher in to tell you something, you've already brought in an authority figure. So idea is to keep authority figures out of the picture totally, because the children should understand that this is their process. They will find whom they have to find. The only problem is, how do they know that this is an activity which happens? Because friends are helping friends in closed spaces. They're not doing it out in public. So all the good things don't have to happen in public. All the good things happen in small rooms somewhere. Some friend helps someone. So what we're doing is we're bringing out those experiences. The learning will happen from these children telling us about their experiences. The other children will listen to that. The ones who have the mediator mindset will say, yes, I also do this. So we've identified the mediators. The difference between the peacemakers and the mediators that I have tried to distinguish is, the peacemakers are the ones who bring people together. The mediator has the skill to actually assisting them in resolving the dispute. So we need both the categories. Both are important. So the peacemaker will connect with that I'm a peacemaker also. The mediator will say, yes, I'm a mediator. But the people who don't have that mindset as a peacemaker or mediator, but they have the mindset that we should sit together and resolve things, those people also will come together and say, yes, I think this is a good way. So you're creating a community of people within that larger school. I'm saying that to start with, let's not think that we can change everyone's thought process. We are not spiritual gurus. It will not be easy for us to do that. But if we can bring the people who have that mindset together, which could be small, could be a large number, we don't know. It all depends. Could be, I mean, individual schools might be different. Individual regions of Greece might be different. We don't know. That's going to happen only when we start talking to the children. But the community can be small to start with. It's only a few of us sitting here today. We hope that this will increase as we go along, but we still want the people who have this mindset. We don't want entire Greece to be part of this mediation circle, because it won't serve any purpose. The people who have the mindset, when they come together and then they are going to get out and talk to other people who have that mindset, that community that we are developing, then can actually create something. That good energy that they bring in is one good thing. We don't even know how that good energy works, but it works somewhere. So all that will happen. So it's just still according to me, a process of just bringing out the right people who have that experience. I mean, even children have that experience. Let's talk about it. We'll bring them into our events. We'll maybe just have an event happening, a little gathering happening in their school. Whoever's creating that circle can do that. So I mean, that's my thought, but we'll take everyone's thought on this. I mean, it's just that I have spoken to these children and I know it all happens. So it's something that we just have to experience, and you'll really feel happy. I'm telling you, really feel happy when they tell you everything about mediation without ever using the word mediation. They'll tell you everything about the process and everything that they will say, and they will say it in such nice, simple words that you'll realize that this is not a complicated, it's not a rocket science. It's, like I said, it's human interaction, which maybe got lost somewhere by people. So Dimitris, any thoughts? First of all, do people know each other? I mean, I was just asked that question earlier also. Who doesn't know? Wendy, do you know everyone?
I meet Evstathia, Effie, today.
Perfect. So you want to introduce yourselves?
Effie, what's your job? Are you a mechanic?
I'm a lawyer.
You're a lawyer. The pictures behind you made me think that you make bridges, real bridges, not only mediation bridges.
No, we are
Effie, Elena, and I were, you can say, schoolmates at the basic and after that the program of mediation when we first started at the 2017. We were
Schoolmates.
Yes, we were schoolmates.
But Elena,
I know them, and that's why I told them about this circle, and they were very willing to participate.
But Eleni or Elena? Eleni. Eleni and Effie.
It's
Eleni is my...
Yeah, then Elena
I
is
have two names.
Wow. That makes
Two
it
names.
more
No, my name is, when I was baptized, my name when I was baptized was Eleni, but they call me Elena. It's the same for me.
Okay, no, because
Okay.
now, okay, so Vicky is
Thank you
talking
very much,
about
Vicky,
Eleni.
for this.
Different accent.
Okay, so
thank
basically
you
what has
very
to start
much,
with.
Vicky. Also, we thank you also for bringing.
So we'll start with
different.
like Mandy, you said you don't know Effie, so Mandy, please introduce yourself to Effie, and then we'll go with each one. So, or if it make it shorter, I'll do it. But if you keep it short, then you can do it.
I'm your schoolmate in this beautiful school here, and I'm landed on Zakynthos, and the island Zakynthos.
So, Effie, anything else you want to introduce yourself? Because I always call this my living room. So when people come into my living room, they should get to know each other. That's the whole idea.
Well, I am practicing law. I'm practicing law the last 24 years, and I have decided to take this opportunity of mediating and learn the process of mediation, which is really helpful. Since we studied the mediation with Vicky, I was schoolmate in the postgraduate session of mediation as well. And then we've been to Paris in a mediation, an international mediation contest, competition that is held every year in Paris. And it is really interesting and helpful to see universities from all over the world and students competing in mediation, which is really something that it's beyond our expectations about the mediation process. People from around the world believe in mediation, and some students are so competent that allows us to think that the future of mediation is really positive. Well, I don't know anything else that has.
Where are you located? You haven't told us where you are. She's in Zakynthos. Everyone should actually write their cities or wherever next to their name. I think that'll be.
Okay. Yes, I am in Athens.
Okay, Athens. So okay. So we'll talk about this competition thing later because I have an issue with that, but we'll talk about it later. So Elena, you know everyone. I mean, if you don't know anyone there, you can. You only know Vicky and Effie. Only these two people, is it? Okay.
I haven't met Calliope. I don't know her.
Okay, so you know Dimitris and Elizabeth.
I know Dimitris, yes, and I know Lisa too.
Perfect. So
and Mati, it's the first time I met her.
Okay, so everyone knows Dimitris, so Dimitris now. Okay, now if you know Dimitris.
Well, not personally, but I know him as a mediator. I've been attending him in congresses in some congresses in Greece. He's famous, Mr.
Okay, oh, perfect. So he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to introduce himself. So the message you don't need to introduce yourself. Everyone knows about you.
No, we know him.
I'm very pleased hearing. I have some thoughts on whatever discussed earlier. Am I allowed?
Yeah, I was just thought that the little introduction was the one that I was wanting to do, but doesn't matter. We can do that later. Please, your thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah, please, your thoughts. Yeah.
Okay. Well, about the school mediation. I had a discussion with the former Minister of Education about, before the elections. And I was trying to explain to her that indeed, all of us, I believe that we are wrongly focusing on the Minister of Justice for the mediation issues. The competent ministry is the Ministry of Education. And why this, I believe, because the stakeholders in any potential mediation are the litigants, who are the vast majority of the parties involved, the judges and the lawyers. Well, the judges and the lawyers constitute only a very small part of the whole of all stakeholders. So litigants are the majority, and litigants should be aware of mediation, I believe. Also in Greece, lawyers are reluctant to recommend mediation for financial reasons, well understood. And judges are also reluctant to use the tools already existing in the Code of Civil Procedure. There are tools, I'm telling it for you, Vikram, because the rest, I'm sure they know, there are tools in the Code of Civil Procedure giving the right to judges to refer the cases, especially to mediation at any stage, but not used at all. So if this thought is correct, the thought I am expressing to you, then one should look at the litigants, not lawyers and judges. And they should go back at the beginning where any culture of people starts commencing, concentrating, and so on, which is the elementary schools, even earlier than that. And therefore, I believe that the efforts should be more at the, regarding the state, should be more at the Ministry of Education, how to educate the teachers, as you said, and educate and let any kid be aware of mediation. If any member of any family learns about mediation, then this is spread into every house. And then each member of a family may be aware of mediation, either by the brothers, the parents, the kids, the sisters, the siblings, and so on. And therefore, I believe that we may spend decades of trying to promote mediation among lawyers and judges, I'm afraid without a serious successful result. Why? Because if people are not aware of this choice, and if the lawyers are not willing to seriously discuss with the litigants about this choice, it would be very difficult to be spread out. And this is why, until today, although we have a law in force actually for 3 years and something, this is why the mediation is not really so spread out thus far. The results have been very poor. So these are my thoughts. Therefore, I believe, in order to conclude, that if one agrees and focuses on at the young age of people at the elementary school, I believe that within a shorter time, the potential litigants growing up will know the institution and may be willing to try it. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that we'll discuss, because actually what the important thing is, when you said choice of ministry, I think the choice of ministry, I see a very interesting ministry in Greece in the list that I have. I mean, it says Ministry of Social Cohesion and Family. I think that's the ministry which should be looking at it. I don't know whether how you say it in Greek, because I have it in front of me. Let me open it, the list out that I have, and whether that you can tell me what is the Greek ministry, what it in Greece, how you say it. Give me 1 second. This is what I have. The ministry. Oh, 1 second. It hasn't opened yet, is it? Okay, I'll open it here. It didn't open. That screen didn't open. I'll open it on this. But the choice of ministry, one, is important. We'll do that. But the other thing is, look, the point is that we are too focused in relation to dispute resolution with courts and lawyers. First of all, we have to break that by itself, that dispute resolution doesn't have to happen in courts and lawyers don't have to be a part of it. First, that whole conditioning of the mind that has happened has to change. And the first, I mean, when you have a dispute, whom do you go to first is also what we need to people need to discuss within themselves, that do they have someone else to go to? So we are creating that space of a mediator coming in before you even go to a lawyer. The issue right now is dispute means lawyer. We have to break that also. So you're changing the whole conditioning of the mind, which has happened over years, and a space where judges, lawyers, and courts are sitting. That's not the space for dispute resolution only. That's not the exclusive space. That is a space you come to when you haven't been able to do it with other methods. But here we've gone there, and the courts are sending people to mediation. And why are they sending it to mediation? Because the courts are inefficient. Because of their inefficiency, they send it for mediation. And when they send it to mediation, the mediator tells the people in dispute that if you go to courts, it'll take you so much time, it'll cost you so much, so why don't you settle? These are settlement conferences. I don't call them that mediation at all. So that's a whole different world which exists, and that really doesn't give a good name to mediation, because if you don't come out with a good experience from a mediation, why will you refer that process to someone else? So, like you rightly said, I mean, one of the starting points is the school, but also colleges and organizations and communities. We will do it in every space. So here it's really not for me about the teaching or anything at all. It's about sharing experiences and sharing the people who actually give them those experiences. I think that's where that missing space is there. So I mean, that's the way I look at it. Because teaching for me, I mean, this has happened over many countries have tried that we'll do this peer mediation program and we'll go there and we'll teach them what they have to do. The point is that it's their space, whom they bring into that space, whom that trusted person is. Let them find that within themselves only. And that because of experiencing the process, they learn. They learn in relation to how they have to maybe deal with people. A lot of things you learn when you are experiencing a mediation. So that's something that discussion we will keep having. So Vicky, anyone that you don't know, you want to introduce someone to you or anything? You know everyone,
No.
actually. You know everyone, yeah.
Yeah, I know everyone. Calliope I have met on previous meetings. I know all the rest are friends of mine and colleagues. Mandy and Dimitris, I know them from the Hellenic Union of Mediation, right? Mandy and Dimitris, we've known each other from the conferences that Mrs. Kutsaki has.
Yes, and the good thing is that we start to forget when we first met, that this means that we have met again and again, and we have made the relationship.
But also, I think
there are a few words I want to say. Dimitri, even though I agree with everything you said, I have some points. It's true that mediation hasn't the place it deserves. That's for sure. But from my own experience, I see a big progress. I mean, I have, because I'm a lawyer, and I've been an active lawyer so far for 32 years, and I have seen a change of mindset, because I have met lawyers who were against, and they never propose mediation as a first choice. But when they are out of solutions, they are coming to mediation, and I have seen that. So on everything you have said, Vikram, I want to point out that if I have understood well, so for everything you said and for everything you try with so much passion to spread all around the world, which is remarkable, I think the key is the human being. I understood right? I mean, it's not the teaching, it's not the lesson, it's not how well you know the process of mediation. So the key to spread the experience of mediating is the person.
That's exactly
Am I
what
right?
it is.
Am I right?
Absolutely. It's the
So based on that, we can't be sure, everybody can be sure that we are, all of us around the world, the right ones to spread the word. So the inspired people inspires the others. So you have to believe in that. You have to believe very, very profoundly, so you can, so the others can feel it, because they will feel it from your energy and from your aura. So we are talking and talking and talking, but the key point is that how much you can communicate that to the others. Am I right?
Yeah, and it's not communication only by words. It's by communication through action, through the aura, through energies, whatever way it is. That's why the right people have to be there. So that when we say the face of mediation, the right people should be the face of mediation. So they connect with the process because of the person. And that's exactly what I'm saying in schools also. It is the person exists. When you bring that person out, and then if you tell people about that person, everyone, all the other children also will actually have maybe a good opinion of the person. They might trust the person because of the conduct of that person within the school. And same thing applies to communities. Same thing applies to families. So let's leave the schools and colleges behind. For families also, in a family, people know who that individual is, whom they can trust to bring in a situation where disputes happen. But people are not brought in today because the first port of call right now is lawyers, and you people go there. But this aspect of bringing in the right people will happen only when,
So this is the key, because you have to, because you are trusting people. So the people and the human being that you have in front of you is going to be the one who is going to make the work, the right work. I mean.
But let me just put up I was putting up that list which I was telling Dimitris about. I found this ministry very interesting in Greece. It's called the Ministry of Social Cohesion and Family. I found this, I don't know, like I said, in Greek, how you say it. I'm just looking at a list of ministries in Greece. So I think this seems to be the right ministry, Dimitris.
Well, sorry, I didn't know that that ministry exists.
I know, that's what I'm saying. These ministries don't get highlighted. So imagine now, I don't think many countries have this
I'm
ministry.
impressed.
Yeah, so
I'm
have a
impressed.
look at it. So maybe this is the one that we really need to put out there as the ministry to take this forward.
Well,
we don't have Ministry of Family. We don't have Ministry of Family. But
Είναι το Υπουργείο Κοινωνικής Συνοχής. Υπουργείο Κοινωνικής Συνοχής. Ισότητα.
does what? Sorry, which does what?
Υπουργείο Κοινωνικής Συνοχής και Οικογένειας.
do we have that kind of ministry?
Yeah, this list is from your ministries only. That's the Greece
I
one.
believe it's not the right translation.
No?
Translation.
We'll find out. We'll see.
Είναι Υπουργείο Κοινωνικής Συνοχής και Οικογένειας. Το βλέπω τώρα στο Google.
You see, you create ministry. Normally, you create ministries. Maybe they mean like that. Few people know that. When really you're not aware of what exactly the plan says, perhaps it could be a ministry that, I mean, without any actual use as of the results. Sorry, but I didn't know that. I believe, however, that regarding the education system, rather the Ministry of Education should be the appropriate one.
I mean, that we can discuss that perspective, which is the right ministry to, I mean, who should we take this forward, because definitely who takes it forward might be important in the way people perceive the whole process. We can do that. But the only other thing is that the official language of the Greece mediation circle can be Greek. You people can speak in Greek. I'm okay. I don't have to understand everything that you people say. So please be comfortable. Please speak in Greek whenever you want to speak in Greek. So please do that. The other thing that I wanted was that we can create these specific circles where whoever wants to work in that. So the Greece school mediation circle and the Greece college mediation circle and the Greece family mediation circle, commercial mediation. Let's do that so that then those further gatherings can happen more on the specialized area that people want to work in. But Maddie, you were saying something. You raised your hand and then you lowered your hand.
Yeah, I just wanted to, because I did these newsletters with watching the past conversations we had, and I realized that we all agree that the best teacher is the experience, and it's not only for people but for lawyers also, because I realize when I have mediation that the release the lawyers feel in this procedure, that they don't have all these typical things, and the result, the fast way, the fast payment, all this is very, very nice as an experience. I believe it is very important to focus on that. And maybe we could think of the way that we could bring experiences of people who have participated and lawyers who have participated and start telling. I mean, you said the other time, Vikram, not to talk about mediation, but to experience mediation. But if we can't everybody experience mediation, we can bring people who have the experience and bring the experience out for people to listen. And the second thing I wanted to say is that I believe that a beautiful way to go close to children who I believe they have just to remember, or they already know the way much more than the adults, is also to ask questions before teaching, before saying how this procedure is happening, but to ask, how would you like to be treated when you would make a mistake and talk with a not very nice way to your schoolmate, for example? So to bring out of them the truth, because I believe also that they know the answers, and the questions are always a beautiful way to teach and contact without teaching and moving the finger. And Ken Klock has made a very wonderful, and I will bring to the team the questions for the children in school mediation. Thousands, hundreds of questions in one session he gave us. So the first was the experience I wanted to say. Second, the questions for the children, and I will bring in the team. The next newsletter will be that. And the third I wanted to say is that we have this game which is called Medianos. It comes from our friend Massimiliano Ferrari, and it is a kind of discussing about conflicts. And the game is a very nice way for children to make the mediation. So we could bring for the schools this game. Don't you agree, Vikram? It is helpful, the game.
Look, for me, the first thing is that the children talking about their experiences is the first thing we need to do. And that gets either recorded in video or it's put down in text through a newsletter, whatever. That's the best way for them to experience it and to understand it, because this is their own friend talking about their own experience. So that way, that should be the first thing. And I'm saying that applies across the board. It applies to colleges also, it applies to communities, applies to families also. That do we have those examples? First of all, do we have someone experiencing it? So I've never said that people should not talk about their experience and about mediation. I said they should talk about it, and that's the best way to do it. So let's start that process. Bring those people in. I'm saying bring those people in here and let them talk about it to us. That'll be the best way to start it off. And
I have six cases that are interested in giving the experience. I have already talked to them, and 2 of them were not successful. But I thought, why not? Not only success stories. But it's okay. Yeah. One of them told me that it was a great procedure. I'm sorry it didn't end successfully, but it was very beautiful what I felt and learned from that.
But what I really wanted was that we want to get out of the mediation world, because the mediation world and that experience definitely in the formal structure definitely should be put out there. But what about all that is happening out there in the whole informal world and connecting them to something which is so close to them? This is my friend. I know this person in my school, in my college, in my community. Okay, this person did this. I didn't know this. And that is what I want to connect them with, because the moment things become that formal structure, they start looking at it as someone else does this. There's someone sitting in that place, in that office who does this. No, this is someone who does it in their house every day.
And to choose also, to have the choice, what person, which one of the schoolmates, not you have to go to the office and talk to that person that you don't like. To choose
Absolutely.
who you want to talk with. It's very nice.
That's the idea, because everyone is not fit for everyone. To say that there is one particular way of mediation and now everyone does it for everyone, it doesn't work that way. These are, I mean, human interaction is quite complex in that way. Each individual is unique. We try to simplify these things by saying across the board, this is the way things have to be done, but it doesn't work that way. Every individual who comes to you is a different individual, and then the second individual is also a different individual, and you are a different individual, and that combination is never going to happen again. That's a unique combination happening in that space. To say we know what's going to happen there and you have to do this X, Y, Z, I think we are underestimating, or maybe in a way demeaning individuals and their individuality. So I think that's why I just feel that we put it across in a more manner. I mean, look, again, this is the way I look at it. I mean, that's my thought, and that's the way I like to put it out there, because that formal structure exists. Trainings exist. There is a world which is making lots of money on trainings that exists. I don't want to fight that. That exists on a separate space, and I'm sure whatever they're doing, I'm sure they're doing something there. But this is another space which is totally away from that. This is totally about bringing out those individuals who have the mindset. We are not doing anything more than putting them out there. That's all. It is like a showcase. picking up the product and you put the product there. You like the product, you take it. So this is like a showcase within a school or a college or a community. Look, these individuals exist. This is what they do. This is what they've done. This is a click here. This is the experience of someone who they helped. Watch that. See, if you trust this person, please go to that person. But how do you people benefit is what is the that is, because look, you people are going to be involved only if you benefit from it. I'm sure. Everyone, I'm not saying everyone, some people will not be able to do what I do. That okay, just go out and do it. Let's bring people in. Maybe you people don't have that much time to do it. So we have to create some benefit for you. And the benefit that I put out there is that all these people that you are going out, you go to a college and you create a mediation circle there, and the college students who become part of that mediation circle are going to take that into their families and their communities. They are going to market your practice. You are going to be the face for mediation with that.
To find the ways, but to find the ways, I remember in our previous meeting, Dimitri said something about music and art and painting, how to paint and sing mediation. And he talked about the book he was reading, Humanity, and he was telling us about the importance of contact. Could we talk, Dimitris, could you tell us about that? And maybe to use these thoughts you have for communicating the mediation, because we have to find ways to take it out.
Very pleased. May I do it at the next meeting? Because sorry about it. I have to leave.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Great issue for next meeting. I will post it so everybody thinks about that.
Okay.
But you had said
but before you leave, Dimitris, before you leave in 1 minute, 30 seconds, out of all the circles that have been created, is there any specific area that you will want to focus on? Any aspect, which is, like I said, family, commercial, school, college, any of the specific ones? Do you have anything in mind that you want to, area of practice that you want to look at?
Well, I like ESG and mediation.
Yeah, so let's launch that circle. So we launch that because that circle hasn't been launched yet. So we'll do that ESG mediation circle.
And also, another information I'd like to share with you is that we make efforts to change the law on mediation. We are submitting proposals to the ministry currently. We started 2 months ago, and we will continue within this and the next month in coordination with the Association of Law Firms and the Association, Σύνδεσμος Δικηγόρων Εταιριών, the Association of Sociétés Anonymes and Entrepreneurs, Σύνδεσμος ΑΕ και ΕΠΕ, with the EODID and
banks.
I don't know.
Please involve banks. It's so unfair with this.
Well, but we're talking about the law on mediation and the articles of the law.
Yes,
Banks perhaps may play a role in the Katselis law on a specific legislation. I'm talking about the general law. So, and there, to share also with you, we try to convince the ministry that indeed, unless financial incentives are brought up and given to the stakeholders, particularly to the lawyers, the promotion of mediation will be very slow, as we believe, because at least those who are, and those who, I mean, the bars of the Athens and Paris, the representatives of the Athens and Paris bars have many times repeatedly made known to anyone that the lawyers have no interest in promoting mediation. Why? Because they get, they get no financial results out of that, and this is why they prefer litigation. So unless the duties to the state or to the lawyers are increased, or unless there are returns to the lawyers if they succeed to mediation, such as like Italy or Bulgaria, Romania, I'm not certain, but some countries have enforced those measures in the past, there wouldn't be any significant results. So hopefully the new law, which the minister has declared that it would be in place by the end of June this year, the new law will be better than the previous one, and they will give incentives for the stakeholders to promote mediation. So
I think, Effie is getting a little, she wants to, I think, say
Sorry
something.
to interrupt. I have to leave because I have a meeting at 5 o'clock and I have to leave. Really, I'm really sorry.
Okay.
It was very nice meeting you all. I'm looking forward to the next session and meeting. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming, Effie. Thank you. But Dimitris, I think this discussion that on the law, I think we need to have a discussion on this whenever. I think maybe we should do it soon, because if your law is being put into place, because this is a very important discussion, because what I've seen is that whenever law is framed, the people who are part of it, of course, lawyers are a part of that, and a lot of other vested interests also come in when laws are being framed. But there is a large chunk of people who are going to be in some way affected by that law, who are never come into the picture. There is a lot of discussion to happen with those people also. So we should discuss legislation, and if it's a Greece legislation, we should do that. So when do you want to do that? We can. The next meeting seems to be quite far away if something is happening in Greece right now, because I definitely have my thoughts on it, which I had a symposium on mediation legislation where we discussed a lot of things. So we should have that discussion, Dimitris. When do you want to do that? When? When?
It's up to you.
As early, whenever you want to, because I'm saying that this is really important, because the way mediation is going to be taken in what direction, it also depends on how a law is framed, and how people perceive mediation because of that law is also really important, and how we look at it also is important.
I believe realistically around the end of the next month we'll have more information about. If you're referring to the new provisions, huh?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so we should discuss those, and maybe if there is something that can come up because of the experiences in other countries, we can discuss that, and so maybe something can be put across.
Yes, and maybe we could take ideas from the global circle. Could we make a meeting with other countries, so maybe the people, because I think Lisa also knows about the issue, so they would take beautiful information from the global experience.
By the way, if you want to have an idea of what happened 10 years ago, the European Parliament issued a report on 2014, but old report. And there it is stated what the developments of the mediation directive have been throughout the EU. And you may Google that. Otherwise, I can circulate the PDF of the link.
Because, yeah.
It's very important that the conclusions have been taken into account through our proposed changes regarding Greek law. But I see that it is already past of 5 Greek time, and with apologies, I have to leave.
Perfect. Thank you for coming.
Thanks a lot.
This mediation legislation part, we'll fix up time for that. Thank you.
Many thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And sorry for leaving.
So this is important. I think we need to fix that time, because I mean, there is this really is an issue, the mediation legislation, which I actually discussed earlier also, that the advantage of creating these circles would be that we can actually discuss the legislation also, because legislation itself affects mediation in countries and the way it has gone in what direction. First of all, everyone does talk about lawyers and what the lawyers, how they should be brought in, and what they, like what Dimitris was also saying. And I look at it totally from the other side, that we don't even have to, it doesn't even have to reach that stage where lawyers come in. And so that part of it, appeasement of lawyers, is happening in all countries in some way or the other. that how do we look at lawyers, but I'm saying that are they even part of it? Do they have to be an essential part of mediation at all? So that also needs to be discussed. We'll do that. There are things, but if, in terms of areas of practice, Elizabeth, we know school mediation. Elizabeth, is that the area that the Greece school mediation circle is something that you definitely will be interested in?
No, not really.
No? Oh.
Not the school mediation, no.
Okay. So
No,
any specific area that you think that you would want to be?
Yes, well, I would like to participate in the reflective practice mediation circle, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And the family mediation circle, Greece family, if there is one.
Yeah, each of them will be created. That has to be created, but the one is, of course, the circles that have already been created on a global level. These are part of that. If there's any, like what Dimitri said about ESG, now that has not been created, we will create the global one, and then we can have a Greece one also. But the reflective practice circle, that part of it, we immediately need to create. But this is not happening with Michael. I mean, Michael is doing his, he's not part of this activity. That is so, yes. This is our reflective practice circle. So Greece reflective practice circle is what we are creating, which is a space for mediators to come in, share their experiences, and we'll take it forward the way it has to go. Let's just put that in place. So that will be a separate, let's keep a separate time for that, for the Greece reflective practice circle to meet. And the language for in discussion can be Greek. I mean, because if people are more comfortable talking in Greek, because a lot of these emotions and experiences, you are better off sometimes speaking in a language which you are maybe more comfortable with. So it's important to keep that going. So we can do that in Greek. So when do you want to do that, Elizabeth? When do you want to keep that? When do you want to keep a gathering of the Greece reflective practice circle?
Yes.
When do you want to keep it? What is the date that you want to keep that?
The date? Oh. Yeah. I'm not ready to give any answer right now.
That's tough. Then we
I
have
will
to fix
select.
that.
I will select the answers to this question if you want.
Because everyone is here,
Because
so I
everybody will.
Okay, yes, please.
So
Go on.
Because what happened, Elizabeth, was that I wanted Michael to be part of the activities that I do, but what really happened, it didn't work out. It didn't work out because he has an institute, and
it did work out.
It didn't work out with me. It worked out with you, but not with me. So basically, he has an institute. He was promoting some course of that institute, which for me, it doesn't work for me, because for whatever I do needs to reach out to a lot of people. Everyone needs to benefit from it, and everyone should be invited to have that. So I mean, I've tried, it didn't happen. So we are creating our Greece Media Reflective Practice Circle, and whoever wants to be part of that, and if there is someone who wants to take a lead in it, people can take a lead and take the conversation forward, or we all will do that. So what do you say, Mandy? Next month, this month, when?
It's always the second Wednesday.
No, that is for the Greece Mediation Circle.
For the Greece Mediation Circle.
But we need a Greece Reflective Practice Circle.
Ah, okay.
That's a separate one.
Let us find the day.
What are good days for you people?
Because it's also, you know, we have the Orthodox Easter, which is 2 weeks off. So we have to see how it works for us.
After that, yeah, we can do it after
the next month.
So when does that finish? When does
During the month of May.
Yeah, May.
The holidays start from 6th of May and until Monday 20, and the second week also is not for school open, so it's
Να ρωτήσω κάτι, τώρα μιλάμε για αυτό τον κύκλο ή για το άλλο που είπε στο reflecting με τον Μάικλ, γιατί λίγο το μπερδέψαμε.
Νομίζω ότι...
Και εγώ λίγο έχω μπερδευτεί για το...
Ναι, μας είπε ο Βίκραμ ότι η δική του συνεργασία με τον Μάικλ Λάγκ σε σχέση με το reflective practice δεν προχώρησε. Γιατί εκείνος έχει ένα δικό του Ινστιτούτο.
Ναι, και πρέπει να ακολουθήσεις, το διάβασα και στο...
Το διάβασες, ναι. Εγώ έχω ήδη έρθει σε επαφή με τον Μάικλ, έχουμε ανταλλάξει mail και μου είπε ότι ετοιμάζει ένα ειδικό πρόγραμμα, να το πω έτσι, training δηλαδή program, για το reflective practice για την Ελλάδα. Για μας τους Έλληνες. Και εγώ έχω δηλώσει ότι θέλω να συμμετέχω σε αυτό. Δηλαδή από την αρχή.
Εμένα με ενδιέφερε αυτό, ναι, και εμένα με ενδιέφερε αυτό.
Ωραία. Τώρα,
άρα δεν είναι εδώ σήμερα για το συγκεκριμένο πλαίσιο, φαντάζομαι.
Αυτό θα είναι course που θα κάνει ο Μάικλ και ο Βίκραμ τώρα λέει αν θέλουμε να φτιάξουμε και ένα κύκλο που θα αφορά περισσότερους ανθρώπους από την...
Άρα εδώ συζητάμε για υποκύκλους αυτού του κύκλου.
Όχι.
Φτιάχνουμε με θεματικούς υποκύκλους του γκρις κύκλου. Φτιάχνουμε θεματικούς. Θα φτιάξουμε για τα σχολεία.
Άρα υποκύκλους αυτού του κύκλου.
Και σε αυτά τα πλαίσια λέει ότι μπορούμε να φτιάξουμε και δικό μας κύκλο reflective practice.
Bring me also, Mandy. Bring me in also, please. Tell me what's happening.
Sorry for speaking Greek.
No, perfectly. No, you must speak in Greek, but just give me a brief, so maybe I can also add to that conversation.
We got confused. We are about to clarify about the circles, the Michael circles and your circle. That's what I asked.
Michael has no circles, only mediator Vikram.
Yes. Because look, let me tell you, I clarified it earlier also. Michael has nothing to do with the activities I'm doing. I wanted him to be part of it, but it did not work out because he has an institute. He wanted people for a course, which was not my idea. My idea was that everyone should learn from his expertise. Because he has that expertise, been doing it for years, so everyone should be able to learn from it. But that could not happen because he wanted select 16 people for a course that he was doing over 1 year. And for me, it is large numbers who have to benefit from the work I do. So that didn't work out. Then I told him that for every country, I want to create a reflective practice circle. He said, look, I am doing this. I have my own practice groups, which I am doing. So that also didn't work out. So his involved, there is zero involvement of his in any of the work that I'm doing. I tried, it didn't work out. That's the basic point. So we are creating our Greece reflective practice circle, and that is where whoever wants to come in and look, reflective practice is not something that Michael has developed. It's a practice which formerly there was someone from MIT who had put down a reflective practice. So I'll send you the links to certain material. You people can at least have a look at it, and then we will further. It's about it first. What is it? We are just talking about our experiences, learning from each other, what difficulties you faced, any challenges, and then idea is to first reflect. And sometimes reflection happens when you talk about it. So this is an opportunity for you to talk about something which you might not have an opportunity to do because you are working in a closed space individually. You can't talk to the people whom you are helping because it's a process that you're doing. So whom do you talk to? So this is an opportunity for you to come and share your experiences. Don't think of it as some technical, complex kind of thing. It is just us sitting together and just talking about mediations or experiences. So that's what it is, Vicky. Anything? Does that clarify it?
Yes, okay.
Yes, I'm really interested in participating in this reflective practice circle, Greece reflective practice circle.
And you are already, Lisa, our reflective practitioner. How many times haven't we talked and shared our experiences with Vikram?
It's very important for us to share our experiences, bads and goods and good experiences, everything, and talk about them. And
yes. So, and that we'll do.
This is very important because it shows there is a need, and we do it. And after we give a name to it and say it is called like that.
And the idea was
especially you do it so well.
And Elizabeth, my idea was that whenever these circles meet, everyone should be able to come and participate. But in case of Michael, he did not want that. So, I mean, he wanted it to be a very closed group. And for me, that, for me, that doesn't work. Because I'm saying,
That's not the idea.
yeah, because the thing is that as we open it out, we have, like I said, in schools, colleges, communities, wherever, people with that mindset we identify and we bring them in, the circle should keep becoming larger, and everyone should be able to learn from your experiences, whatever you faced. So it's important for everyone. I'll give you an example. I mean, this, we are doing this in still a very formal setting, but there were some people from a village in India that I was talking to, and I was asking them the same thing, that is there someone in your village? And they gave me an example of someone in their village who actually does mediations without using the word mediation, but does the process. And they're saying people from the village come and sit there and they learn from that, what this person is doing. And that's how wisdom gets transferred. It's an open house. So that is what I wanted. It's an open house. Everyone should benefit from your experience, your wisdom. So that is the way I have, that's why it didn't work out with him. So his concept was very different, closed spaces, mine is the open space. So that was the difference. So it didn't work out. So we have, Mandy, so after your holidays, whenever you want to do it in May, what date you want to do? Fix a date. You want to do it now? You can fix a date now. First of all, what day is a good day?
We will fix dates and we will let you know about Dimitris, who you asked also.
You'll have to ask me also. Maybe.
Shall we have family, Lisa, shall we have family mediation circle? Greece?
Yeah.
Not yet? What? We will discuss it.
No,
So
let's
I will
create
make
it.
a
Don't
question.
discuss.
I will make a
We are not going to become.
question.
No, we are not going to become the government. We are not going to have committees to decide on a committee to be formed. Let's create it, fix it. Whoever comes in, damn good. Let's spread it. So May, let's do a day in May for the reflective practice circle. One day for the family mediation circle. Fix a day in May. But what is a good day? Is Wednesdays are good days or Thursdays are good days?
Wednesdays are better days. Yes.
Wednesdays are better days. Elizabeth, is Wednesday a good day or any other day? What is a good day for you?
Wednesday, it's okay.
Okay, Wednesday is okay.
Wednesday.
Vicky, Wednesday is okay. Calliope, Eleni.
Wednesday is fine with me.
Yes.
Perfect. So let's just
For
look
me
at.
also, Wednesday is a nice day.
Perfect. So 22nd of May. 22nd of May, we can do that?
22nd of May, yes.
22nd, yeah, why not?
Yes.
Perfect. So 22nd of May, this time suits
It's
you people?
convenient.
Is this a
It's
good time for
convenient.
you people? 4 o'clock Greece time is okay?
4 o'clock Greek time, yes.
Greek time is okay? Anyone who has a problem? So, okay. So basically what we are doing is,
it's okay.
so what we're doing is,
This is for our meeting as Greece Mediation Circle. No?
no, this is the Greece reflective practice circle.
Reflective practice, okay.
For the Greece mediation circle, we fixed up. It is the second Wednesday of the month.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what the best part that happened was, very interesting thing that Mandy did, and it changed everything for me. Up till now, what I was thinking was that if I have to fix up all these gatherings of all these circles, I don't have so many days in the month to do it. And then she said, why don't you just make different breakout rooms? So in the same time, I'll have a Greece one happening there and Ecuador one happening there, and I'll have different rooms for that. So now there is no worry. There is no problem of overlapping.
You know, Vikram, it can be for the same country.
Yeah.
Many circles, or for the same issue.
For all the
same day, the family, and in different rooms. So we connect also together after the specific discussions, which is very important to exchange ideas. And then go every country to each room to make our specific conversation. It's very nice to do it this way.
That's it. That's exactly. So Mandy just changed the whole concept for me. Up till now, I had this issue that now I fix a time for Greece. Now I can't fix a time for anyone else. Now no problem. You fix any time. I'm okay with it.
So about this Greece reflective group. Yes, and we said on 22nd of May, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what will be the different think that we are going to make them?
Look, what I'm going to do is I will share.
We could discuss it before our meeting.
Yes.
Μάλλον να κανονίσουμε τι θα κάνουμε. Δηλαδή, ότι καλό είναι να ξεκινήσουμε, κατά τη γνώμη μου, από την ουσία. Δηλαδή, να αρχίσουμε η κάθε μια μας, δεν ξέρω αν θα μπορέσουμε όλες ή όλοι, να φέρουμε μία εμπειρία μας. Καταρχήν να ξεκινήσουμε από αυτό. Εγώ έτσι το σκέφτομαι. Αλλά θα το συζητήσουμε, να επικοινωνήσουμε. Και με την Καλό, και με την Βίκη, και με την Έλληνα, με όλους. Να κάνουμε μία προετοιμασία.
Ναι, το καλύτερο, συμφωνώ.
To bring in the reflective practice meeting, to bring an experience and to find an experience which was kind of challenging or difficult, I don't know, something like that, eh?
Yeah, what I'm going to do is, but let's also share some resources that are available on reflective practice, so you people can watch it. There's one video that I've sent the link to on the chat. This is some institute, some people in, or someone in Australia had spoken about reflective practice, so you can watch that. Then there are, I have done some event with Michael, with his reflective practice group. So I'll send you the link. Otherwise, you can also go to YouTube and write reflective, Mediator Vikram and reflective practice. You will find something there. So let's share whatever resources that you people come across. And then at least an idea of, look, but still let's not get lost in the whole formal structure that someone is doing it this way. It is a very informal space. We are talking, and like Mandy says, Elizabeth actually does it all the time. She's already doing it. This is what the whole point is. Let's bring these people out who are actually going to be, who have the skill in any case. So let's do that. And let me, okay, I'll send you one. Well, this one is.
If I could say something, I believe that this reflective practice circle will be something that many mediators would need. It's something very important for us because we all do it with Lisa. She helps us many times. But sharing practices and this reflective practice process is something that we all need, even if it's not the only the person that are the people that are in this meeting. We could make something like a reach out for people, for mediators who would need to gain from this circle. I think it's something very important.
That was the whole idea, that we will actually record this, put it on YouTube, so everyone can benefit from it. Only thing is that no confidential information you need to disclose in that, and you don't need to. You don't have to give particular names or anything. You're just talking in a general way. But I've sent you a link to another video. So what you from Michael Lang has a Irish reflective practice group. So they were part of this particular session. So you can see what he does in relation to that. So if there is something that you want to pick from that, you can pick from it. So, but we are not stuck with, okay, any particular way of going about it. Lisa will have her way to take us through. She's a reflective practitioner. So she takes us through the way she wants to. Everyone, it's an open thing. So similarly, if there's, so let's not get, again, like I keep talking about mediation, let's not put it across as some rocket science. Same thing, reflective practice is not a rocket science. It's not a rocket science, but there are certain people who put out in some way a structure to it. So let's take from that. I mean, we're not stuck with it at all. Yeah. So 22nd maybe.
Okay, so we are talking about the 22nd of May for this
22nd May for reflective practice
at
circle.
4 o'clock, right? At 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
And 8th of May is the ordinary meeting of the Greece Mediation Circle, the second Wednesday of the month.
So the next one will be on May 8th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mandy.
On May the 8th.
Yes.
8th, the second, the next one.
And what we'll do is that, of course, we are still a small group here, but as the group keeps increasing on the same day, we can then have that breakout room concept, and we can right there create a Greece school mediation circle right there, and then people can have that discussion in that. So on the same day also, there can be different circles which can meet on the 8th of May also, or any of the days. So we can always keep doing that, because why I want those groups to be, circles to be created, is because a lot of work has to be done in each of those areas. So school mediation, there is so much work to be done there. So people who want to work in that area and create the circles should start getting together. Same thing with the college or family or whatever. So I think that part of it. And then this is on the larger categories, but then also related to areas. So Athens Mediation Circle also needs to be created, and Zakynthos and
We have given a date for a school and college circle, but for the 11th of May.
Perfect. So
Could we be Greece, or only Zakynthos? It could be Greece.
Why not? Whatever.
Because it's vacation and it is very useful to find students in a Saturday of vacation. It's easier.
Because I've written it down as Greece School and College Mediation Circle only.
Greece School and College at 12 Greece time.
Yeah.
11 of May, Saturday.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is that for all of you, if you go to my website and see that section on Edutainment 2024, I'll put all the dates there. So you'll be able to find it right there. Right now, Zoom link remains the same. If later, if it changes, I'll let you know. But right now, Zoom link remains the same. So you don't have to worry. Only thing is that the country specific ones are the ones for that country only, because I want people to connect with each other in that country. But the global one.
I could send the link of this beautiful session Ken has about school and students. Yeah. It's so beautiful.
But I don't think you should send it to them.
And family.
I think they should also, we have to make them do a little hard work.
Explore your, explore. Yes,
Actually,
you're very right.
Let me tell them where it is lying, because all the information, look, I've spent time putting it and no one reads it. So let me put it out here. So basically mediatorvikram.com, when you go to, you will find one section on general on the World Mediation Circle. Then you find the Edutainment 2024. Here you'll find date-wise what's happening. So date-wise, you'll find that. So for the May one also, for these Greece, I'll put it up here. So you'll find that here. Then on this side, when you have is here you'll have the mediation circles which have been launched. So like she said about, say, family. For now, let's just look at which one is the family mediation circle. Okay, so the International Reflective Practice Circle. So whatever launch and gathering we've had, you can click here. Then we have the organizational one. You can click it here. The family is here. What Mandy is referring it is to this launch where Ken has spoken about very nice questions and everything. So please watch this. Just click here. You can watch the recording. So each of the circles, the launches and everything is here. So look, Ken's words of wisdom, which is available to everyone. Please benefit from that, because like I said, the whole idea was that all these people have so much experience. Everyone should be able to benefit from their wisdom. And at a certain age, I think for everyone, they should be able to open out their experience, their wisdom to everyone in the world. That is the whole idea of the work that I do. So that's why and today we recorded it, and I'll upload this later. But normal course, I would just go live. Let's put it live. Let everyone come in. Let them benefit from it. So, yeah. So, Eleni, any last thoughts? Anything that you, based on our conversation today, anything that you want to point out? Anything?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the conversation. I'm very glad I was part of this meeting, this session. I think if we can talk together and be more specific the next time, we can grow the circle and be more useful to those who can participate or watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, but the important thing, Eleni, is that you must bring in people who you feel have that mindset. So they don't have to have only the mediator mindset. They just have to have what I call the mediation mindset. Mediation mindset is that we should sit together and resolve our fights and disputes. So let's start bringing in more people. Each one of you should bring in, like Vicky has brought you in, and Effie in. Similarly, every one of you brings in more people. The circle grows. Everyone finds their area of work. Like for you, I don't know what area are you interested in. Family, school, organization.
Family, school, commercial, yes. All
Exactly.
yes.
So all those circles you can participate in that. Bring in people who have that mindset, and let's grow that way. That's how we go. So thank you for coming in. So
You're doing a
The
great
next
job.
gathering
Thank you.
is on May 8th, okay? Next
Oh.
gathering.
Yes.
So yes. So Vicky, thank you for bringing in people. Brought in Eleni, you brought in Effie. Thank you for that. And everyone else, I hope, is going to follow in your footsteps for that.
Lisa, can we talk later a little bit? Can we talk a little bit later?
Yes, yes, of course.
Yes.
I can make
Θα
a
τα πούμε
I can
μετά.
make a breakout room. I can make a breakout room and send both of you there if you want.
And we will go and look from the...
No one is going to go. No one is
Yes,
allowed entry.
Of course, we'll discuss everything you need to discuss.
So whatever. I mean, this is exactly what's going to happen from now. That people will say that, look, we want to have a discussion on this. I'll send you into that breakout room, and you people can continue that conversation. So because sometimes a larger group, sometimes productive conversations don't happen because everything goes into different directions. But now we have to focus on each of the areas and take it forward. So Vicky, any last words? Anything?
No, everything's fine. Thank you for being here again. And
And
we're looking
please,
forward to the next gathering.
yeah, and all of you definitely are connected with each other. So please connect with each other. And yeah. So Calliope, last words, anything?
It was nice to meet new mediators. I didn't know the girls of this, apart from the ones we already know, but it was nice to meet new people. And thank you, Mediator Vikram, for this chance, for this opportunity to interact with each other. Thank you very much. It was very nice.
That's definitely one of the important parts of the circle is that for everyone to connect with each other. And this is why I'm saying that the country specific ones I want to keep for the country specific people, so that at least that networking and that
this exactly networking is the base of what we should do.
Absolutely. And then because 24th of April at 8:30 India time, which is 6 o'clock Greece time, we have the gathering of the World Mediation Circle. So all of you are invited for that.
6 o'clock now, all the time, 6
p.m. your time, 8:30 p.m. my time. That's again, you'll find it on the schedule there. You'll find it on the schedule on the website. So please, everyone is invited for that.
We are confused with all these gatherings.
No, I'll remove your thing. Easy way. Forget everything else. Just come down to on this section, which is the Edutainment 2024. So okay, just come here. Keep going down on the dates. Okay, so if we go down into April, and okay, today we are on the 10th of April. So today we know we have done this. The India one was before this, so this is the Greece one.
Yes.
So this is okay. So 12th April is Peru. Definitely, you people are okay. So on 12th of April, we have
the easiest is to move to your living room and work it there and watch all these things that happen and make all these circles that happen.
Okay, 12th
and we
of April.
are family, aren't we a family?
The world is one family.
Yeah, we are all connected.
Yeah. So the 12th of April, look, problem that I'm facing is that I'm not sending out invitations. I want people to just come here and say, okay, I'm interested in gender equality. This is not a country specific one. I will write global in front of it. So whenever it's a global one, everyone's invited. So drop in here. This is Canada. This is Poland, Turkey. So I definitely UP. So Australia is creating the reflective practice circle. So that's coming up. So this is all country specific. But then we have 24th of April. This is at 1:30 p.m. Only thing is you'll have to check the time converter. I've given a link up there. So this is 11 o'clock your time. And this one is 6 o'clock your time. So there are two of them. You can come in for both of them if you want. This is open to everyone. So world, anywhere, wherever it says world, global, international, it's open to everyone. The ones that are for country specific are country specific. So that's about it. That's as simple as that. Right? So I'll put the dates, whatever we have discussed today, the 22nd of May, the 8th of May, I'll put it up here. So you know that what is happening in May. Yep.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you very much. Elizabeth, your last words.
Thank you.
Anything?
I think it's wonderful that we are connected within the circle, and it's wonderful. We're a big family of mediators and peacemakers, and
yes, please create more circles. create circles. The important thing is create circles. Bring in
don't
people.
find words to say.
This is proving this feeling I would like to share is that what your theory that the way is going to spread the mediation mindset is happening between us also, because we see that each person is connected through a common friend, and coming to this family becomes at the same moment a very trustful and very easygoing in all the communication person. I mean, with Eleni and Effie, today I felt like I know them. With Vicky, because Vicky is this common person of trust, and this is what mediators are. And if somebody has this experience, it's so easy to make people like this thing. I mean, we have this experience every time, even between us, and it is very encouraging. And because if we have all this feedback all the time with new persons, new mediators, new friends, this is going to, we will take that and move it forward to the people we meet. It's very nice, very important.
This is the way that, look, this is the way I wanted it to grow. To start with, I'm the common factor. So I bring in people who I feel have that mindset and they're good human beings and all that. So my idea, right, I mean, I'm talking about these 3 years back, I was saying this, I bring in 1,000 people who I feel have that mindset. They each bring in 1,000 people, we'll have 1,000,000 people. That's how the whole thing grows, and it's not difficult. So this is what I'm doing right now. I'm planting those seeds. For me, even those 1,000 people around the world, if those kind of people, not easy to find. I mean, for me, I'm very selective of the people that I bring in. But because I'm the common factor there, and because the people I bring in, I feel, I find them as good human beings and have the mindset and everything. The ones they bring in will also have that. So like you just said, Vicky brought in some people and you connected with them. That's how it'll grow. And we want it to be selective. We can't get the entire world into it. We are not spiritual gurus, which I'll keep saying. We're not spiritual gurus. We can't change the whole world. Let's just bring in people who we feel have that mindset. Let people watch us on YouTube or wherever. They feel they can connect with it, they can come in. Otherwise, if they just watch the good conversation by itself, it feels good. I sometimes watch these conversations and brings a smile to my face. Just nice, which I don't get too much time to do, but whenever I do, it's a nice thing. It's just a nice feeling. That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
So Mandy, last words. You get the last word. Anything you want to tell everyone?
The last words are
newsletter. Yeah, first important thing in newsletter. Yeah, newsletter is important.
Sorry.
Newsletter
What?
is important. Newsletter is important. What you want to put in the
Newsletters,
newsletter, you
yes.
can ask everyone.
Newsletters are working. Lisa knows because we discussed about that, and you also know it. Vikram, I'm having these faces of mediation. That is your beautiful proposal to realize our faces as faces of mediation, which from the day we talked about that, I see myself in the mirror in a very different way I used to. And it's very, very beautiful. And each of us has something beautiful already said, but we still have things to think and put our face and the beautiful phrase or some beautiful words. So we take out, we take it personally that we love this thing and we take it out, and
Yes.
with the newsletters and the experiences is very, very important.
Yeah, so what you need to do in the newsletter is also write about the people who are coming in part of the circle, a little bit about them also, so that everyone gets to know them. So that'll help.
What I did today is I was writing what we were telling at the same time, because it is hard to sit another 2 hours to listen, because it is 4 hours to write down the specific things. And now I did it, and it is already done.
No, but Mandy, I told you about the transcript. You can pick up the transcript from the YouTube
It's
video.
not very easy with that. I tried. You sent me in the Google Drive. It doesn't work like that, because it's not the words, it's the feeling that you get when people talk. So after you hear a whole idea, it's very easy to take off it.
Yeah,
the spirit of the phrase.
But everyone else also will then also have to start contributing. We'll ask everyone else will please tell everyone can also help you. Everyone has to help each other, and we'll create.
I would ask for that, because
let everyone give their contribution, whatever they want to. Let them give their contribution.
All together.
We'll try and put it in a proper design.
But we will have so many circles that we all have duties on that.
Exactly. Whatever comes from within, you're not going to force anyone to do anything. Whatever comes from within, let them put it out.
Yes, it comes.
Perfect. So thank you very much.
Okay.
Lovely meeting of all of you.
Thank you.
And we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
See you 24th of April.
See you soon.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.
So what I will do is I will upload
Ελένη,
it today.
τέλεια που σε γνώρισα. Έφυγε η Ελένη. Βίκη, τι όμορφες οι φίλες σου.